Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another one. Welcome back to The Point, ladies and gentlemen. Now, today, I bring you into my kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's a big one today. Bring you into my kitchen. I'm going to introduce everything, tell you everything, what I'm going to do in the kitchen today. I'm in my kitchen, as you can see. We've got the air fryer there, got the kettle there, toaster there. Yeah, this is my kitchen. Yeah. So anyway, today I want to cook you a snack, but it's not just any snack. This snack comes straight from the Pearl of Africa. And what do I mean by the Pearl of Africa? If you don't know what the Pearl of Africa is, search it. Go over the internet and search the Pearl of Africa. But anyway, my shirt will give it away. It comes from here. Comes from the UG. Comes from UG, baby. Comes from Uganda. We call it UG in short. Anyway, what I'm going to make you here is what we call a Ugandan Rolex. And I don't mean this. I don't mean this. It's a snack. And listen carefully, guys. I know all these celebrity chefs out there, Gordon Ramsay, the other one, Oliver, whatever he's called. Do not steal this and start serving it out in your restaurants as one of your dishes. You can cook it, but you've got to say where it comes from and call it what it's called. Anyway, essentially what I'm going to make you is what we call a Ugandan Rolex, and it's literally just an omelette rolled in a chapati. So I'll show you how to make it. You can put in anything, you know, when they do these omelettes, you know, in the streets, when you go to Kampala, when you go to UG, you find all sorts of Rolexes. This has become big, and ladies and gentlemen, don't get caught up. This is going to be the next big thing. You're going to see this on your high street soon. It's the next big thing. So anyway, mine, I want it as plain as I can. So I've got a cabbage here, if you want to bring them closer here. I'll slice a little bit of the cabbage. The ordinary cabbage you can get anywhere. So not too much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I like mine as plain as I can because if you load it up, it can become a problem. So that's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. If I'll just show them what I'm going to do. So you need your ingredients. So what I'm going to do, if you show them where I'm going to cook from, right here. So that is my pan. I'm going to put it here because I'm going to use that. So switch the fire on. So I need to make some chapatis, and I need to make an omelette, a good omelette. So I've got these chapatis. Of course, I can't do one straight from scratch, I'll tell you that. So we've got what you can get in any supermarket here in the UK. You can pick one up. These are not the proper ones that we normally use, because the ones we use in Clare, the ones that are used in UG, are made out of scratch and they'll taste different. But this is what I can do, this is what I can get. So I'll use one of these if they've seen it. I'll show you how I prep it. It's quite easy. All you need is a bit of oil on the pan, and then you will put the chapati on. And so while that is heated up, what I'm going to do, if you bring them up back here, I'm going to break up two eggs. 2 eggs I'm going to break up here. So that's one. I don't know what that is in there, but I don't think it's fine. Put that in the bin. So I only need 2 eggs, that's all I need. And another one. Okay, so there's my 2 eggs. So what you need to do is beat them up we call it beating them up. You beat the eggs up. You want it to be mixed. So a little bit of cabbage that I sliced before goes in there. It's not too much, so that'll cook easier with the oil. So I beat that up. Beat that up. I need some salt. Yeah, I've got the salt, cooking salt, table salt, cooking salt. It does the same thing. So I measure out a little bit of salt, and I'll put some salt on my beaten eggs. Right there. So there's my eggs mixed up. So if we go back here onto the pan, that is now hot. Now I'm going to make this chapati ready. I just put it on the oil there. That's all you do. And you don't make it cook. It's not. You don't leave it in for a long time. As long as the oil is warm enough, that's all you do. And you turn it over just to make it soft. Just to make it soft, because it's already been. It's just literally the whole mix they do in the factory. So you need a bit of oil on it to make it soft and make it edible. Do you know what I mean? So just a bit of oil to make it soft and a bit edible. So what you're looking for is that brown, that goldenness on top. You know, that side is done. So you don't need a lot. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it together. It's okay if you move back a little bit. I'm going to put it together with these. As you can see, I've made a few there already. There. So shake the oil off and I'll put this here. So there's our chapati done. It's not like the real chapatis that you get in UG, that you get in Uganda, because they do them out of scratch. But that will do while I can't make my own. But the chapatis are done. Now with the same pan there, I'm going to put my egg on. It's ready. And there you go. So the omelette is getting ready. The egg is getting ready. So when you go in club, if you are in Uganda right now, these guys who do it, I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. But these guys who do it will do all sorts. They will have some with beef in there. They'll have some with meat, other kinds of meat. Actually, they do even have a Rolex festival now in Uganda, and people go to this festival and make all sorts of Rolexes. So they're very, very innovative. But essentially, that's our egg. So you wait for it to all come together like that. You don't rush an egg. You can see I'm an expert because I'm using a fork. I know a lot of people who could not be able to do this, but once you know what you're doing, it's quite easy. As you can see, it's hardening up. So the trick here is that I'm going to have to turn it over and cook this side, because the bottom is now ready. If you leave it any longer, the bottom starts to burn. So I'm going to turn it over. There you go. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. There you go. Look at that. Those who didn't know that I'm such a good cook, now you know. That is a perfect omelette, ladies and gentlemen. So look at that. So what we do next, so we know this side is cooked, the other side is cooking as well. It doesn't take long to cook. This is why I didn't put in a lot of stuff in there, because if you don't cook it well, it could give you a bad belly. So this is cooked perfect. You can see how golden it is. So if you show them to the chapati, so you get a chapati, you get one here, and put it on top here. Yeah, that's skill. So that chapati is cooking. I'm going to do a double layered one because these chapatis aren't big. If they were big, I would only use one. I'm going to do a double layered one. So I'm going to have another chapati on the other side of the omelette. So if I turn it over like that. You see, everything is cooking perfectly. So I'll have another chapati on this side. This is going to be massive. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's the whole dish cooked, but the trick now will be turning it over. Turning it over. If I just put it here, I'm gonna minute. I need that dish. I'm gonna hurry up. Oh, that needs to come off. There you go. Ooh, it's starting to burn. It's just a little bit over that because I left it on the heat. So there you go. The chapati is done. So I'm going to have to use my expertise to try to roll that up. Try to roll it up. And so when they do this, normally they have a bigger chapati. I have two. I've had to use two to get the actual, because they're only small size. These are commercial ones. You get in the UK here that you have to use. But anyone who's been in UG or anywhere around the world, the chapati is much bigger than that. It's thicker. But this is what we get here. You know, you have to use what you can find. So the idea here is to make sure I roll that egg in there. Oh God. Not gonna roll properly that side. I'll try this side, roll it from this side. Like that. Come on. Let's roll you. So there's the Rolex. So the next big thing I'm going to do is slice it in two here. Okay, slice it in two and I'll show you properly what it looks like. So ladies and gentlemen, there's your Rolex. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your Rolex. A taste from the Pearl of Africa. There is your Rolex. I'm not an expert like these guys who do it for a living every day, but that's your Rolex. And that takes me back growing up. If you wanted a snack, this is what you had to eat. And it's very cheap, very filling. You have one of those bad boys, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you're not going to eat again. You're not going to eat again because it packs a punch. So this is what a Rolex looks like. It's still really, really hot, but we're going to try it out here and see what we have made and see how it tastes. But this was made popular by students, especially in Kampala. So the students every time this, anybody who's been to Kampala, it's a place called Wandegea. So in Wandegea is just next to the biggest university in Uganda, in Kampala, actually one of the biggest universities in the world, called Makerere. So the students there, every time the resident students there, every time they wanted to eat, they came down to the surrounding area, which is called Wandegea, and they found guys down there making this. So the students kept asking, what is that? And we're like, no, it's just a chapati with an egg rolled in the middle. So the students said, well, we're going to call it a Rolex. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how the Rolex was born. And this dish here, I don't want to hype it up, but this is going to become the next big thing, ladies and gentlemen. Next time you find it somewhere and someone is calling it something else, please correct them, because if someone takes this dish and they try to make it something different and sell it to their customers, calling it their own invention, I'm telling you, you're gonna have 45 million Ugandans suing your ass. And if that's not enough, you will have 2 billion Africans coming at you from all sorts of directions. So you cannot steal this dish. When you make it, you can make it, test it, even if you say it back, call it the Ugandan Rolex. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the Ugandan Rolex. I'm going to cut a little piece. I'm going to test it, and I want someone here who has never seen a Rolex before test it as well, and they tell us what it feels like. So maybe we cut it in smaller pieces, or now I can handle mine. We normally hold it. I'll attempt to eat mine first. I'll have a bite of mine first. There we go. I can't talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what is so good about this Rolex. You bite it, you feel the omelette in your mouth, the chapati is pulling it together, and it all goes down well. But you have to drink because it's a solid food. I don't have a drink here with me, but it is solid food. So I'll put this down and I'll see what my guest thinks about this chapati today. So I'll hand over the camera duties now. Now you have a test. Do you want to pick your piece? You can have a bite of it. Then you can cut it, right? Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first ever time an English woman has tested a chapati, a Rolex, ladies and gentlemen. How is
Very
that?
delicious.
You like it?
Tasty.
Good.
Very tasty.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Would you recommend this to anybody else?
Yeah, it'd make like a nice warm breakfast as well.
Yeah, it's filling, isn't it?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Especially on a cold winter's day.
Yeah. So you see, this is why the students made it so popular. Because you have one of those bad boys and you're done for the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. The first ever time.
Full of flavour.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm actually proud of myself. The first ever time I have ever seen an English person test a Rolex and they give it a thumbs up.
Well done.
Thank you very much. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll end this vlog here, right in my kitchen, because I am really, really, really hungry and I can't wait to dig into that fantastic meal. So thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed this program, this video, and you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe and share, and we form a community. So thank you so much for watching. I will leave this here and I'll enjoy the rest of this Rolex to myself. Ta-da, see you on the next one.